Warning: the following podcast contains adult language and childish comedy. Listener discretion is advised. And now, please adjust your headphone volume to an unreasonable level and enjoy the most dynamic and electrifyingly entertaining podcast ever to conquer cyberspace. This is
Amish Baby Machine.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the most powerful podcast ever created, the Amish Baby Machine Pop Culture Podcast. We are excited today. We have another powerful show. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for downloading. And now I'm going to send it over to my virtual friend, Mike Rez.
Good day to you, sir. How are you?
We are good. Powerful day. The sun is shining in the great state of Minnesota.
Yeah, what happened? We went from cloudy crap weather to this beautiful sunny day, which is allowing everybody to get some yard work done.
Yeah, it's the old cliche, if you don't like the weather in Minnesota, wait a minute, it'll change.
Yeah, quite literally the last couple of weeks. What the heck was that all about?
Yeah, sun and snow and
rain.
Powerful. Yeah, we got a powerful show today. We're going to review a couple of movies. We got a beer review. We have Song of the Day. God, it's going to be good.
Yeah, you had a theme. You picked the movies this week, and you themed it up.
Yes, the theme today is dirty for two reasons. We're all cooped up in our bunkers and our barns. So we're dirty. We're either horny dirty or we're just filthy dirty because we haven't showered. Either way, we're dirty.
Wasn't it National Horny Day last week?
Was it?
One of the days last week, I think, was like National Horny Day or something. So it was quite the good timing you had for this theme.
Well, this podcast is a powerful aphrodisiac. I don't know if you knew
True.
that.
Well, I kind of knew that.
You know, I think I've been hanging out, we're trapped in the bunker. I think I'm playing Call of Duty too much.
Why is that?
I was playing Call of Duty, and I look out the window across the street, and this kid's on the deck, and I'm like, yeah, I could take him. I could take him from here. Take the shot. Take it.
Oh, man. So you are influenced by video games.
Oh, my God. I've been rocking the Call of Duty.
So did you ever have the Grand Theft Auto effect, where after a few weeks of that, where you're driving around and going, I could totally crash this car into that car. I'd walk away just fine.
Yeah, I haven't played Call of Duty. I mean, Grand Theft Auto lately, but I still yank people out of the cars frequently.
Well, there you go.
And then I do the Chinese fire drills too. Do the kids still do that? The Chinese fire drills?
I'm not sure. We should. That should be something that we teach kids, I think, because we used to do that in high school, and I don't know why we got a kick out of it.
You know what else we used to do back in the day?
What's that?
We used to call it hopping. We'd grab the bumper of a car and then just slide in the snow down the street.
I've never heard of that, but
yes, it's powerful.
That would be fun to do too.
Yeah, you just wait for a car to stop at the light and you run up behind and grab the bumper and just go surfing.
Oh, nice. So like Back to the Future on the skateboard.
Yes, and the ultimate was the hardcore kids would do it on the back of the bus. You were talking last episode about your powerful beard.
Yes.
What's the update?
The update is it's gone. I've got powerful stubble right now. I shaved it off yesterday as part of my promise for people raising money for Second Harvest Food Shelf. We raised $500, so the beard came off, and it was weird. I got home from work. I was working night shift. Shaved it all off in the morning when I got home, and then I woke up the next day, and my daughter promptly couldn't stop laughing at me. She was crying so hard. And then I walked downstairs to do some laundry, and I could feel the breeze walking down the stairs on my face, which was funny, and unexpected. Forgot what it's like to have a bald face. It's been 4 years.
You need to shave your melon too. Just take it all down.
Down with a bic, you think?
Well, you don't have to go that far. Just take off the guard. Just shave it down.
Shave it down. We'll see what happens. There was conversations this morning about people cutting my hair. So we'll see what happens.
What do
They
you mean
might talk me into it.
conversations?
It was a breakfast conversation today about haircuts, and more than one person sitting at my breakfast table this morning were trying to talk me into buying some clippers and taking it down. So
Powerful.
we'll see. It might happen. You never know.
Yes, embrace the baldness. That's what I say. Now, today on this powerful episode, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a couple movie reviews, powerful beer review, and also song of the day. Let's kick it off, Mike Rez, with song of the day. What do you got?
All right. Well, the song of the day that I picked is one that people may or may not remember, depending on how old they are or what they were doing at this time. But I'm picking the 1985 hit "Rock Me Amadeus" by Falco.
Oh my God, Falco.
Yes.
Tell the fans of Flock of Amish, if they're not familiar with that Austrian beast, and I'm not talking about Arnold. Tell us about
the other
Falco.
Austrian beast. Yes, Falco was born in 1957, February 19th, 1957, which also happens to be my niece's birthday. Not the same year, but that day.
Apparently his parents they got off on 57 Chevys.
That's what I heard, yeah.
I get off on 57. Oh, by the way, before we get into this powerful song of the day, I must interrupt because I am the host, the master of this show. I got a message on Facebook. Someone said our podcast is not long enough. It should be twice as long.
Twice as long?
Yes. Should be twice as long and more powerful ramblings.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's ramble on.
I think we can do that. Absolutely. What should we ramble on about? Should we go back to song of the day or talk about our favorite cheeses again?
Let's do song of the day.
All right. So Rock Me Amadeus by Falco. I just found this out not too long ago. His real name is Johann Holzel, which
Johann.
Yeah, which is just like I didn't expect that name, but hey, there you go.
What name did you expect?
I don't know, some other Australian or Austrian name, I guess. Johann, I guess fits, but Holzel probably isn't the name I was expecting. But it's whatever. It is what it is at this point. Can't do anything to change it now. But yeah, so Falco was a pop star. He started at really young age, 16, making music. Turned out to be a complete jackass to work with. Not a lot of people were very happy to work with him. And then he releases this song, Rock Me Amadeus, which became a hit in 1985 in Germany, excuse me. And then in 1986, it became a hit here in the United States. Now, there's two different versions. There's the English version, which pretty much just had like English narration to it. But the German version was the one that was the big hit everywhere across the world. It got to the U.S. Hot 100. It peaked at number 28. But there's lots of dance club mixes to this. A lot of people changed it up, remixed it, went huge everywhere else. Would hit number one in a lot of countries, number two in some countries. But unfortunately, Falco died trying to make a comeback at the age of 40, just before his 41st birthday. He died from complications of a car accident when his vehicle he was driving hit a bus in the Dominican Republic. He was trying to make a comeback, and he was almost there, and then tragedy struck because, who knows what happened in that car accident? But at the time, he was having a lot of substance abuse problems.
Like cheese?
Like cheese. Yep, he was way into cheese, snorting it, smoking it, all sorts of stuff, melting it. That's probably the worst of it when you melt it.
You know what my pet peeve is? You're talking about snorting cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when people say they're sniffing cocaine. How do you sniff coke? It's not like you go. It's not like you go. Let me see what it smells like.
It smells this.
That smells good. No, you snort it. Now I got to cut in with Falco. One of my powerful songs I remember is Der Kommissar, 1981.
Yes, that was surprisingly not a big hit in the U.S. at the time when it came out, but it got more popular as time went on. When I look in the U.S., it topped off at number 74 when it was released, but years later it started climbing the mainstream rock chart and peaked at 22.
Well, I think most people remember it when it got covered by After the Fire. About a year later, that
Right.
band did a recording, obviously the English version.
Rock Me Amadeus was his biggest hit in the U.S., and that's the one that a lot of people know of his. So,
I
you
enjoy.
remember the sad song on that album, on Falco 3?
Tell us about the sad song.
Jenny. It's about a lost love that he was trying to win back. So, and apparently he made a sequel to that song on one of his other albums. So I haven't heard that one, but it's called Jenny, A Year Later.
You remember her phone number, right?
Oh yeah, the 867-5309.
Yes. Who can I turn to? Powerful.
Powerful.
Another Falco song I enjoyed was Vienna Calling.
Yeah, that's another good one too.
Powerful.
Vienna Calling. Yep. The Sound of Music, Musik, was another one. That was one of his big hits.
Not to be confused with Pop Music by M. Do you remember that song?
Pop music.
Yes, powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to want to listen to that song when we're done.
Yes, you are.
A song that I've never heard of, but it became number one on the. Or no, I'm sorry, that didn't become number one, but it was a hit for him. Was Out of the Dark. This was released after he died.
Whoa, kind of like Tupac.
Yes, just like Tupac. It was big hit in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. And I've never heard of it because it never made it to the U.S. apparently.
No, there's a lot of, it's kind of weird, like the British charts too. What charts
Right.
there doesn't chart here and vice versa.
It's like some movies too. Some movies that are flops here are big in other countries, and some movies never make it to the United States that are big everywhere else. So
What I hate about movies, recently is what they would do is they didn't really even care. Almost, it seems like they didn't care how it released here because they would just make a ton of money overseas on it.
right.
Yeah, and I hated that. They'd make some generic movie like the Transformers, and they could play it in China
or Japan, big over in Japan too. I'm sure they like robot movies.
Yes, we're big in
like
Japan too.
Yeah, we are huge in Japan. Huge.
Yes, I want to thank everyone that listens to this powerful podcast, the most powerful podcast ever created, the Amish Baby Machine Pop Culture Podcast. Make sure you follow us on social media. We're on Twitter 24/7 at Amish Bee Machine. Go to Instagram, follow us there. YouTube. We're going to need you to go to Facebook, like our Facebook page. And wherever you get podcasts, please leave a review. 5 stars is the highest review. Rate us. That will unlock the secrets to Mike Rez's beard. Well, Mike Rez, you have a powerful podcast too. Do you want to tell the kids a little bit about that?
Yeah, the 945 show is available on a lot of platforms. Check it out. Lots of interviews with independent musicians, songwriters, singers from here in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. The 2 newest episodes are up, released on the same day, 2 in one day, which is unheard of in the podcasting world. It's usually 1 a week. I did 2 in one day.
Now let's talk about the movies we saw. Do you want to talk about the movies or do you want to get into a beer review?
Let's make the flock wait a little bit on the movies. Let's do the beer review first. Are into the beer now. A lot of people are into the alcohol now that we're locked down.
Yes.
And we started this last week, so this is a new segment we're doing.
Why don't you do the toast right now?
The toast.
Yeah, I like to toast.
Amish?
Yes, the flock of Amish.
Oh, geez, I wasn't really prepared. How does it go? You have to send me the script on how this goes. Everybody, what are you drinking right now?
Yes, exactly. What are we drinking? I'm drinking powerful Dasani water. I think it's Italian. What are you drinking, Mike Rez?
I'm drinking powerful tap water that was filtered through Brita, the island of Brita. Yeah,
Brita.
Yeah, it's imported off the coast of Madagascar.
Wow, I don't even know where that is. Where is that?
It's in an ocean.
Is it one of the Great Lakes?
Well, it has to be now.
It's next to Madeline Island, I think.
Yep.
Powerful.
So we're drinking that. So we're gonna need everybody to raise their glass.
Yes.
Am I doing it okay so far?
Powerfully.
Okay. And cheers to the flock of Amish.
Cheers. God bless you, people. We love you.
I'll do better next time.
No, that's fine. I like to put people on the spot.
Up. Yeah.
I like to ramble and stumble and fumble. It's all good.
All right. So last week we're going to call the segment Good Beer versus Shit Beer. And last week we did a shit beer. And you can go back to listen to last week's episode. I'm not going to tell you what it was because you have to go back and listen to it. But this week we're doing a good beer. This is a local craft beer from the Urban Growler Brewery here in St. Paul. And I tried their Cowbell Cream Ale. For the beer nerds out there, it's 5.2% alcohol by volume, and its IBU is at 20. Dags, if you ask me what IBU means, I couldn't tell you. I know it's something, the U means unit, and that's all I can come up with.
Give us the name one more time.
Cowbell Cream Ale.
Cowbell
Cream Ale, yep.
Mm.
So it's a cream ale. It's a light lager. It's pretty light, actually. It's not going to fill you up. I enjoyed 3 pints last night because you can buy them in the pint can. That's how all of Urban Growler's beers are available from the liquor store. So it's pretty crisp. It's got a nice light finish. And when I talk about a crisp finish or crisp feeling, that's when you get like the carbonation or the little tingling sensation in the back of your mouth, right as the beer goes down. And it's not going to leave a bitter taste in your mouth like an IPA can. So, and it actually goes really well if you eat anything with bacon. So if you got like a BLT or like a cheeseburger with bacon on it, or you're just eating bacon right out of the package, this beer is going to go really good with it. Look at that. You even got a food pairing with this one. Yeah.
Tell us about the artwork.
The artwork on this particular can, it's red and black mainly. The cow picture is just a cow head, and that's a silhouette, and that's in like a silver. There's a cowbell, of course, on it because Cowbell Cream Ale. Why wouldn't you put a cowbell on it? The Urban Growler is positioned prominently over the head of the cow. Please ask your local liquor store to stock up on Urban Growler Cowbell Cream Ale. If you're in the Twin Cities, chances are your liquor store already has it.
IBU, that's what you asked about?
Yes, IBU. It's some kind of a unit, I think it's like some kind of a gravity unit or something.
International Bitterness Unit.
Oh, there you go. So it's a 20.
It's a gauge of the bitterness.
Yeah, an IPA I think is usually around like 65, 60-ish, somewhere around there. Yeah, so it's awesome. It's one of my favorite beers. It's the Urban Growler Cowbell Cream Ale.
I didn't do one cowbell joke either. Thank you.
Not one. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So demand it at your local liquor store.
So that is a thumbs up. You enjoyed 3 pints.
Yep. If we're doing we do movie reviews, we do the buggy wheels. So I think if we're going to do these beer reviews, we should do like a pint glasses out of 5 pint glasses. And I would give this 5 pint glasses.
Whoa, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. Last week's, I would have given a 2.
Whoa.
2 pint glasses. So that goes to show you that this is heads and tails above what people should be trying out there.
Powerful review.
Thank you.
And now you know what an IBU is.
Yep. I'll forget next week.
Nope, because the beer nerds will be on you.
Good. I guarantee you that some of them were listening to that review and was like, oh my God.
Yes.
This guy's horrible.
Yes. But you need that, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
You got to stir them up. Now let's get into some movies. My theme was dirty, so we went with The Dirty Dozen and Dirty Harry. 2 classic, powerful alpha male movies. Let's start off with Dirty Harry.
All right, let's
Give us the breakdown on Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, starring Clint Eastwood, Andy Robinson, Harry Gardino, Rennie Santoni, and John Vernon. let's start off with the quick. Well, let's just do a quick trivia question.
Yes, let's do trivia.
John Vernon played the mayor. What other movie was he in around that time that people would probably recognize him from?
Well, first tell us what year that movie came out.
Dirty Harry came out in 1971. The movie that I'm thinking, or the other movie that I'm thinking about, I can quickly look that up here to find out.
Yeah, give us the year of the movie you're talking about.
Okay, hold on 1 second. It's got to bring it up here.
Are you using dial-up or what?
Yeah, it's just the way that some of these things happen.
We don't want excuses. We want results. You got it?
1978 was the other movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess not around the same time, but same decade.
78?
Yeah. So 71, John Vernon's in this movie. 1978 was the movie that I'm thinking about that everybody will know him from, though.
So what was Jaws, 77?
Yeah, I believe Jaws was 77.
Okay, you got me. What is it?
National Lampoon's Animal House.
Oh my God, there you go.
Dean Warmer.
Yes.
Was who John Vernon is. Plays another authority figure in Dirty Harry as the mayor. That's how he's listed in the credits. So never had a name. He was just the mayor.
I know, it was cool.
So Dirty Harry, 1971. It's a action thriller that is about a San Francisco inspector by the name of Harry Callahan, aka Dirty Harry. And the film itself drew upon the real life case of the Zodiac Killer, because the Zodiac Killer was around that time. Dirty Harry has to track down a psychopath that likes to leave letters, cause havoc, kill people for no reason. And he's trying to get rich. He's asking for $200,000 to live out the rest of his life, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of scratch back then.
Dirty Harry spawned 4 other movies, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and Deadpool. And Sudden Impact was actually directed by Clint Eastwood himself. So that was the 3rd sequel. So there's actually like 5 Dirty Harry movies. So,
and then there was The Gauntlet, which seemed like a Dirty Harry movie, but it wasn't. It was, his character's name was Ben Shockley in that one, I believe.
Ben Shockley. Yeah, so lots of alpha male characters in this movie. And so he has to find this killer, all the while trying to train in a new partner that he got. So Chico Gonzalez, who's a rookie. And of course, Dirty Harry hates partners, and his last 2 partners, one of them died and the other one got hurt or something like that. So you didn't want to be his partner at all.
No, he's a one-man army.
Yeah. So he was having trouble with that, but they seemed to work out pretty good.
It was cool because that movie spawned all the cool cop movies. And it had all the cliches, like the dick mayor and the police chief that doesn't like them.
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of those cop cliches. Now, I also saw that when this movie came out, there was a lot of protests around it afterwards because people were saying that it glorified police brutality because of the Dirty Harry character. But I don't know how that would glorify it. I mean, I don't think cops were going out beating the crap out of people because Clint Eastwood was doing it.
It was also a period of time when there was a ton of crime and people were kind of fed up. And this was a cool escape to have a dude like him, anti-hero like Clint Eastwood, just go kick ass. And he had this powerful 44 Magnum.
The most powerful handgun in the world, could blow your head clean off.
I know what you're saying. Did I take 6 shots? Well, did I?
Yeah, punk.
Yeah, powerful one-liners. Yeah. I mean, that's why Arnold movies are so cool with the powerful one-liners. But Clint Eastwood, freaking awesome. And I liked it was filmed as like a neo-noir type movie. Did you notice the cool night shots where they used a lot of blue lights?
I did.
Heavy shadows.
Now, I think we talked about this in one of the other reviews we talked about. A lot of this movie was filmed at night in the 70s, so coming over your screen on Netflix, it was pretty dark in some spots. So it's almost like you're watching a black screen. Couldn't really see what the heck was going on.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to watch it during the daytime. You get any glare off your screen.
Right, yeah, you won't be able to see anything.
A lot of cool shots. Did you notice that one cool shot at the football field where it was almost like a drone shot?
Yeah, I did notice that. That was pretty cool. I like the rock quarry scene at the end. That was pretty sweet.
Yes. What'd you think of the bad guy?
He was kind of, for the time, even for now, he would be a creepy bad guy. So
yeah,
kind of reminded me of Silence of the Lambs.
Yes,
that kind of creepy bad guy.
I guess he played it so well that he was typecast that people didn't want him because they just thought he was a psycho.
That's when you know you're really good at your job, I guess.
No, I mean, he did a great job. That dude was just nuts.
Yeah. And that was Andy Robinson.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
And I'll give you a trivia. What powerful 80s movie was he in?
He was in 80s movie. I don't know. I'm looking at his career right now. I see he was in a Star Trek episode.
Yeah, he was. Deep Space Nine, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Mask, Cobra. Cobra was the one you're thinking of, isn't it?
Well, that too, but I was thinking Hellraiser.
Oh, yeah. Larry Cotton. That's who he played.
Yeah, dude is awesome.
Yeah, he was in Pumpkinhead too.
Oh yes, Pumpkinhead.
Puppet Masters.
Oh, I love Puppet Masters. Child's Play 3.
Yeah, lots of horror movies. I see in his television life, he was in Bonanza for one episode.
Yes.
And Kojak.
Yes.
Ooh,
oh, that's a little tie-in
there.
Tie-in to our powerful second movie.
Yep. He was in The Incredible Hulk for one episode.
Yes.
I mean, my God. The A-Team, Heart to Heart. I mean, that's two of my favorites growing up. Moonlighting. Rock Hudson. I mean, geez, Louise, this guy was good.
Yeah, and some things I noticed, like, did you see when they did the shot of just his eyes? It was just like Dracula. That was a cool shot.
Yeah. Would you say they was ahead of its time as far as process of filming a movie would go?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I loved all the. You see him now as cliches, but that kind of just brought them all on, back then.
Right. Well, I think we talked about it with Nighthawks too, and you look at it and you kind of roll your eyes. You're like, well, that's the dumb cliche. But back then, those weren't the cliches. Back then, those were
that was it.
People were seeing it for the first time, going, "Wow, that was cool."
Yeah, I love Clint Eastwood, and I love the Dirty Harry movie because he's pissed off all the time.
No joy at all.
No, and then you find out why his wife was killed.
Right.
His partner is so. It's kind of like the cop character like in Heat, Al Pacino. He's just burned out, and that's all he knows how to do, and he takes it home with him.
Right. Just a complete ass all the time, but you cheer for him.
No, yeah, I love Clint Eastwood. So let's go to the buggy wheels.
I'm gonna give this one a 4. 4 buggy wheels because it's a classic.
It really is.
How about you? How many buggy wheels are you giving it?
Well, let me think. Last couple of reviews, we've always said the same thing. I was going to say 4 too. I'm going to say 4 or 5.
Okay. That sounds good.
I like the peeping Tom scene too. It was kind of cool.
That one, what was her name? Hot Rita? He was peeping in on Hot Rita and her boyfriend?
Yeah. It was a violent movie too, wasn't it?
It was pretty violent, yeah. For back then, it's not a lot of blood and guts, but it's pretty violent, yeah. There's some blood, but not like grotesque amount of blood. Like if they were to make it now, it would probably be pretty bloody.
And I like how it's a snapshot in time. That's why I like it too. You get to see the city, what it looked like back in the early 70s.
Yeah, because they filmed a lot of that on location in San Francisco, different parts of the city, actually. So wasn't a lot of sets.
357, now there's a fine weapon. But I've seen 38s bounce off of windshields.
Yeah, this definitely had some pretty cool sound editing on this one.
And in fact, the next movie we talk about got an Academy Award for sound editing. Dirty Harry, this is one of those movies that you should watch in its entirety. It's an R-rated movie because a lot of it's been on TV forever. And when you see it with commercials and you see it chopped up and it's got a lot of raw language in it. I think it's a whole different movie when you see it start to finish unedited versus the TV versions. God, I'm gonna have to get some powerful artwork or a T-shirt. And speaking of T-shirts, I'm gonna need you to check out our merch, AmishBabyMachine.com. Powerful T-shirts, powerful stickers, mugs, hoodies, whatever you need, we have it. Powerful merch. It's a great way to help support this indie podcast. Also, another way is patreon.com. We have links on AmishBabyMachine.com. We have a second movie. If one wasn't enough, tell the kids a flock of Amish about our second movie.
The second movie we did was The Dirty Dozen. This one was made in 1967. It's a war film about World War II, starring Lee Marvin and featuring the ensemble cast of Ernest Borgnine, Charles Bronson, Jim Brown, John Cassavetes, Robert Ryan, Telly Savalas is in this one, Robert Weber, and a very young Donald Sutherland was in this one.
What a powerful ensemble cast.
I mean, George Kennedy was in this one too. So a young George Kennedy. Everybody was young in this movie, 1967.
Yes.
Except for Lee Marvin. He looked like he was still old.
God, I love Lee Marvin.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Tell us about this powerful movie.
All right. So Lee Marvin plays a Major John Reisman, and he is ordered by the commander, that would be Sam Warden, played by Ernest Borgnine, to go to a prison and scoop up 12 prisoners that are either scheduled to die or they were sentenced to hard labor, 20 to 30 years of hard labor. And what they have to do is train for a mission to invade and pretty much like an officer's hotel in Germany during World War II.
A chateau.
And so raid it, kill as many officers as possible, and then get out and try to get on with your lives after that, because Lee Marvin strikes a deal with his major general that anybody that comes in to this program and leaves will probably get their sentence revoked, and they'll be free to go on with their lives and get a discharge from the army with their full rank reinstated. So this was like the mission just before D-Day, and lots of funny scenes. Telly Savalas has I don't know if I would say he's got the best character, but he's got the best name.
Maggot.
His character, Maggot, which goes to show you what kind of character that is just by the name itself.
Now, Telly Savalas in there is cool. He's a cross between Dave Attell and Vic Tayback. Dave Attell, powerful comedian, and Vic Tayback from Alice. Dingy! Order up!
Right. Yeah, Telly Savalas, I dug into his background a little bit after watching. I mean, everybody knows him as Kojak. But I either didn't know or I didn't remember that he had a singing career. Telly Savalas. Did you know that?
I did. I think his finest role was on Battle of the Network Stars.
Okay.
And Gabe Kaplan and Bob Conrad. So they race. Oh, it's powerful. Everyone's on there. Battle of the Network Stars. I'll write it down in the show notes.
Yeah. No, Telly Savalas had a one hit in the UK called If. And I want everybody the flock needs to YouTube this one. There's a video on YouTube. And I want everybody to listen to it and tell me if that was worth a one-hit wonder.
Telly Savalas, It?
If. I-F.
If.
Yep.
Sweet.
Great singing chops in that movie, or in that video, that song. Check it out. If you can get through all of it, I'll be amazed. Back to the movie. So Lee Marvin goes. He quickly learns what everybody's in for, tries to learn their personalities before they go off training. Of course, there's always the one wild card, and his name is Franco. What'd you think of the Franco character?
Franco was cool. So when I was watching this, all I could think of is the movie Stripes.
Oh, sure.
All the all the similarities to it. I was thinking like, like Franco. He reminded me of Psycho. And you guys touch me and I'll kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Francis.
Yep.
So he reminded me of Francis from Stripes. The general reminded me of John Larroquette. That breed.
Oh, yep.
He reminded me of him. So there was a lot of Lee Marvin reminded me of Sergeant Hulka from Stripes. There's a lot of similarities, and when I was watching that, I was like, yeah, I bet you Harold Ramis pulled a lot of that from The Dirty Dozen.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. There was a lot of movies and adaptations and remakes based on this movie. So
because you know how they were a ragtag bunch, and then in Stripes they were a ragtag bunch. Remember?
Ragtag bunch too. Yep. So.
Where you been training, sir?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. They had that hard ass MP in The Dirty Dozen.
Yeah,
who goes through the whole movie trying to be the tough prison guard first, and then he's the tough drill sergeant all of a sudden, and now he's fighting alongside of him in this mission, and all of a sudden now he cares about who lives and who dies. So it's pretty funny to see his character go from you guys are all prison pukes to now you're my brother in arms.
Yeah,
Let's get this done.
They built a kinship.
Yeah,
because Lee Marvin took this ragtag bunch and made him into a powerful brotherhood, a fighting force.
Right.
Because remember, he noticed that they're talking about us and we instead of individuals.
Yeah, the turning point in the movie when Franco decides they're not shaving in cold water anymore. Screw that. And which does suck.
Yes.
By the way.
And this was actually based on a real life group of guys called the Filthy 13.
Right.
In World War II.
Yeah, so this was based off of a true story. One of the remakes that I was reading about, The Dirty Dozen, The Fatal Mission, starred everyone's favorite California highway patrolman, Eric Estrada.
Oh, my God. Isn't he Ponch powerful?
Yes. I bet he takes his sunglasses on and off 1,000 times in that one.
Yes.
So that was a 1988 remake, by the way.
Probably smiled a lot, showed his powerful teeth.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you have to.
So out of all the characters, you're saying Telly Savalas was your favorite?
No, he wasn't my favorite. He was just, somebody that stood out. Definitely a character that you root for how his end comes. For me, anyway. I kind of like, Jim Brown, the former Cleveland Browns running back, and who is the other big guy? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Clint Walker.
The actor.
Posey.
Yeah.
He's 6'6" in real life.
Yeah, I could see that.
He just died recently.
6'6".
He's like 90 years old.
Really?
Yeah. He was
amazing.
His finest role was in Killdozer.
Killdozer.
Are you familiar with Killdozer?
No, but it sounds like I should be.
Yeah, it's this powerful meteorite hits, and then it's got this powerful alien entity, and it takes over a bulldozer and starts running people over. It's powerful. Killdozer.
Killdozer. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look that one up for sure.
No, yeah, but that dude he's a big dude. You saw in the movie. That was not camera tricks. He's almost 6'7". He was huge.
Yeah, so that was 1974 Killdozer. Looks like he was a Western star.
Yeah, exactly.
TV series.
Yeah, he was a big, good-looking guy,
Strapping young man, as the ladies
powerful.
would say. Yeah, but yeah, his character was pretty funny. I like how he had a temper, but didn't want to, didn't want to let that out.
Yeah, he was the gentle giant.
Right, Lee Marvin's pushing him. I don't like being pushed.
Yeah, literally don't push him too far.
Yeah, right. But yeah, and then everybody, of course, at the end, they all die heroes, most of them. So the one guy that it was like super anticlimactic was right after they jumped out of the airplane, and the one guy doesn't even make it to the ground. I think Mr. Killdozer and Charles Bronson were late at the rendezvous point, and they were asking him what happened, and they said they found the other guy hung up in an apple tree with his neck snapped.
Jim Brown. I think Jim Brown showed up late.
Yeah, somebody is like, what the hell? It's like, that's it. That character just dies in an apple tree. Okay. Doesn't even get to the last battle.
No, it was cool. I liked there's a little tense moments in the chateau.
Right.
It reminded me of Mission Impossible. You know, when they always had to go to these fancy parties and kind of blend in.
Right. They did a good job of blending in. Now, how do you think, or what do you think about the way they disposed of the officers at the end? Did it seem pretty dark to you, or was that just
or
just
did
the
they
way
have it
war
coming?
is?
Yeah.
I mean,
Kill or be killed.
I liked how it took down the whole chateau.
Yes, exactly.
That was powerful.
It was a chain reaction.
Right. Yeah. So
and then I like
Jim Brown did his best.
Yeah, Charles Bronson was in there too. We can't forget him. Death Wish.
Right.
He knows how to kill people.
And he's probably also where he learned how to kill everybody.
Well, and he also learned German. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was pretty sweet of him to learn that just for this.
Yeah, I loved it. Lee that was a bunch of badass people in there. Lee Marvin's badass, isn't he?
Yeah, Lee Marvin is a kick-ass dude.
And I liked how he just had all this wisdom, you know?
Right.
And he could just, like, even that dude, that big, huge Posey guy, you know? He just took him out.
Yeah, no, Lee Marvin actually did serve in World War II.
Yeah, he was
got a Purple Heart, the Navy Commendation, Combat Action Ribbon, Presidential Unit Citation, American Campaign Medal, Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, and the World War II Victory Medal. Wow. So he was a badass in real life.
Yes. Yeah, actors back then were badass, and that was a badass group of people. I liked in the ending credits, they showed them. It reminded me of the ending credits of Predator, another powerful movie.
Uh-huh.
Where they show them. You know, like
in the hospital bed.
No, after that they show if you keep going, the actual credits and the rolling credits. Yeah.
Right, and they name off everybody who passed or died.
Yes.
Yep. I did see that.
That makes it a cool war movie. That's why Predator was so cool. It had all the different, you know, the characters. They had Blaine. They had Billy.
Right.
Those military movies, those army movies are so cool because they have those ensemble, the ragtag group of people, and they each all have their quirks and the different characters. That's why people love those movies so much.
Right. All right, here's a question for you. Lee Marvin versus the Predator. Who wins?
Lee Marvin versus the Predator. Wow. That is a powerful question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go with the wisdom of Lee Marvin.
Yeah, but he probably would do it straightforward.
Because Dutch, you know, took him out.
Right. Well, you know, Dutch made all those booby traps and, you know, whittled down some spikes.
Yes,
Lee Marvin would have just kicked his ass with his fist, I think.
Lee Marvin would have did some judo throw.
Right. Something.
Yeah, he would have sidestepped him.
Yep.
No, Lee Marvin's badass.
I was reading, doing my research for the Dirty Dozen. They're actually thinking of doing some kind of show or redoing the movie. That would be interesting to see.
Who would you cast?
It's a good question. You'd have to have Jason Statham in there somewhere.
Yes.
Because he's a badass. You know they're going to throw The Rock in there.
They have to throw The Rock in there.
Vin Diesel, maybe?
Vin Diesel. They don't get along, but yeah, I could see that.
Yep. Chris Pratt.
Okay. Yep. John Cena.
John Cena, yeah, he's getting big. He'd have to shave his head though if he wants to be in it. No, not John Cena with hair. Can't take him seriously. Besides, everybody else is going to be bald anyway in that movie. Jeez, who else would you put in there?
They have to be a cool athlete or rapper.
Ludacris is too old, so you can't put him in there.
Luda.
Maybe how about 50 Cent? You could throw him in there.
Yeah.
Or Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. He'll be in there.
Yes.
Trying to think of who would be like the cool Lee Marvin type.
Cloris Leachman? Is she still alive?
Cloris Leachman. She would be pretty badass in that.
Betty
White. If we're going to go that, we're out. Let's put Betty White in there.
I don't know. She's overdone. I like B. Arthur.
B. Arthur? She can play a maggot?
B. Arthur versus Predator.
Oh. Well, now you're getting controversial. I don't know if we should even touch that because everybody knows B. Arthur would kick Predator's
Oh my
ass.
God. Can you imagine that? What would she wear? What would her costume be?
Well, whatever she wore for Golden Girls.
Oh, it would be?
Oh, yeah, it has to be.
All right.
So, free-flowing shirt because you could move around a lot.
Smock.
You know, a smock, loose-fitting pants because you're probably going to have to do some kicks or something.
Comfortable shoes.
Oh, yeah, orthopedic shoes.
She'd probably have some cool turquoise brooch or something she could throw, kind of like Crow's blade.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
God, I love B. Arthur.
We should try to get her on the show.
Too soon.
Too soon. Well, that's the kind of humor I bring to the show.
Yes, powerful humor. Thank you, Mike Rez. Now, the Dirty Dozen. Out of 5 buggy wheels, where are you at?
Oh, it's the Dirty Dozen. I mean, this is a movie that you could watch and just it'll bring a smile to your face. You got to give this one 5 buggy wheels.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I'm gonna. Yeah. How about you?
I enjoyed it. I enjoy Ernest Borgnine. Normally he's dumb, kind of goofy in his roles. In this one, he was smart.
Straight shooter.
Yeah. And I kind of liked how he figured out what was going on and just went along with it.
Right. So during the war games. Yeah.
I love Ernest Borgnine. Love a powerful actor. Powerful taxi cab driver. I'm going to go 4.5 on this.
4.5. All right. So pretty high up. And if people like the Rotten Tomatoes rating, it's still getting an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, powerful show tonight. Powerful beer review. Powerful 2 movies with the dirty theme. Dirty Harry and the Dirty Dozen. And the song of the day, Belko. Thank you, everyone that listens to this powerful episode. Thank you, Mike Rez, for your powerful contributions. Thank you. And until next time, you've just enjoyed the Amish Baby Machine Pop Culture Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Amish Baby Machine Pop Culture Podcast. It is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere else fine podcasts are found. Please support our podcast through Patreon and shop our merch at AmishBabyMachine.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. This has been an Amish Baby Machine production.